This is the either penultimate or pre-penultimate RTSL game I've got, organised by Ateo. Thanks always for fun tournaments. Whether I do well or badly, at least someone else is organising them, which is a delight. I am the USA and I'm playing Colonel Orlik, who I've not played before. So 1 4-up card. We've got something we can pitch to blockade. Getting purged would suck, but we've been dealt D-Star, which is nice, and it looks like Capture Nazis our headline. So it's a pretty straightforward opening hand. We will open 4-4-2. Yep, that's all good. Fine. Yeah, we've got Sotgov, so we could open 4-3-3, but we're not gonna. And we'll headline Capture Nazi, and I will plug in the rest of my hand. Suez, Nuclear Test Ban, D-Style. Cambridge 5, Romanian Abdication. Sotgov and Warsaw. I'm sure if he's got NATO, we're going to see it used on AR1. Fidel in the headline. Not the strongest headline option, but they may have a weak starting hand as well. That wouldn't be a bad thing. But if they don't play NATO into AR1, we definitely drop Warsaw Pact, I think, and make NATO less attractive. We're looking to hold all these garbage 3-op cards. At least we've got D-Style. We can play Romanian Abdication. So we've got like 10 cleanish ops and then some garbage. Not as many ops as we'd like to get in turn 1, but such is life. Well, that's a real shame given we're about to play Romanian Abdication, but the coup result is in our favour at least. So let's use Warsaw Pact. And go overprotect Iran. Overprotect Iran, go into Malaysia, overprotect Panama. Should do for now. We'll give them another crack on Iran if they want it, just harder than before. If we see de Gaulle go, then France could be played into, given we've got Suez, Sotgov. Could be promising. I mean, given we could get blockaded, we could just space Sotgov, and if we're successful, space Suez as well. If they're going to fail their coups, then we get the benefit of tempo in that respect. So yeah, got another game tomorrow against another RTSL opponent. I think that's it, but I might have one more. I lose track. It's been a long summer. So they've just gone with the old cut the Gordian knot and get presents thing. I guess the question is how fancy do you want to get? We could put 2 in Jordan and tap Iraq with nuclear test ban. But I think we'll just see if they try and realign us. Let's space. Oh dear. Well, that's a shame because it means we don't get the opportunity to space again. Like, the big risk here is that they space as well. The big risk is they try and spear realign Iran, but they're not doing that right now. Yeah, I like going 2 in Jordan. I don't know why. Well, DEFCON's 4, yeah. I like going 2 in Jordan and trying to realign Iraq, mostly because it's funny. It's definitely not optimal play, I don't believe. But if it forces them to put 3 in Saudi, they don't move things forward. I mean, Cambridge 5 this early in the term means they know we're not going to be playing any scoring cards. Okay, so the question is how fancy we want to be here. Like, I think AR4. Yeah, let's event and resolve socialist governments, because we don't lose adjacency. Keep our 4-op card in our back pocket for later in the turn. This may well just be an event and repair situation. But if we do get a spare op, we could pop one in Saudi. Canada, eh? And they think I'm slow. Yeah, I'm fine redistributing one from Canada to Saudi, especially as he's played NORAD. If they take a coup here, we can go 2 Saudi, 2 Thailand. Alright, so remove adjacency to Italy, and remove one from Poland in anticipation of Spaceman Pope. Yeah, if they coup Iran here, then we've got an opportunity to take Thailand. They may just straight take Korea, which is not unreasonable. Mm-hmm. Alright, it's Korea. I mean, all that stuff's fine. It's not exciting. It's just fine. Unfortunately, we are going to have to get Romanian abdication off. What we'll do is we'll put another one in Malaysia while Defcon's 4, make it less couable, and stop them being able to dominate with a single operation point. And we'll see what they do AR6. Kind of dull for me. But yeah, we're looking to do as much damage as possible with a 4-op card to finish the turn. So a coup on Iraq gets us a mill-op and may give us domination. And I'd rather not Defcon go back up to 5, because that protects Italy. De Gaulle duck and cover is something to watch out for next turn, because that would give them domination after AR1. But we'd have time to play into Greece and try and minimise the risk of domination. And the cards have to be dealt that way. Oh! Had blockade all that time, and then didn't use it, which is great for us, because that gets D-Star out. Right, so we definitely coup Iran here, Iraq. I think if we can get domination, that's great. We have to dodge NASA. More than a 2, and we get our share of mill-ops for the turn. And it fails. Okay, well, then we get our share of mill-ops for the turn, nothing else. But we got dealt with De Gaulle, got dealt duck and cover. We've got ops. We may not want to use UN intervention simply because that means we can hold D-Style through the turn. Being dealt CI is a shame, but it goes that way. We weren't dealt any scoring cards, which obviously isn't necessarily a bad thing as configured right now. We got NASA, so they have to do shenanigans to turn the Middle East round. To go Korean War. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and DNC. Duck and cover's not very attractive because it gives them a coup. At DEFCON 4, we have to both coup. Ugh. That only leaves CIA and US-Japan. The upshot of US-Japan is it makes Korean War less playable, but it also takes away a 4-op card for us. It does give us No, it doesn't give us domination because they're in North Korea. I still think maybe US-Japan's the best option here. I guess the question is, are we going to coup somewhere else? Because if not, Duck and Cover's worth 2 VP. Of course, if they headline Decol and we've Duck and Covered, they just take Thailand, though. Oh, it's not great, but I think I'm going to go US-Japan. I want to keep CIA in the deck. I don't see an advantage to playing CIA. Like, it's the cleanest option here, but it really takes away a threat in mid-late war. Not happy about this, but I'm doing it. They ditch Europe scoring for 0. That's honestly fine under the circumstances. So now if they coup, we counter coup. So I'm imagining they're just going to do a high up coup on Iran, or try and move on Pakistan and or Thailand. If they take the coup on Iran and fail it, we might be better off taking Pakistan. I mean, I think the focus here will be Iran. Let's wait and see what they deliver. Having a good old think. We've still got Purge, Marshall Plan, and NATO as the 4-up cards. So I guess, like, with special relationships still in the deck as well, NATO's annoying. Marshall Plan's really bad for them. But they ditched Europe scoring in the headline, so they didn't fancy purging us. Just pitching Asia scoring. All right. On that basis, I guess we can go off to space, maybe? Although, no, first, I think we've got time to go to space. If we dominate the Middle East, that forces them to respond there. And if we put one in Taiwan with Formosa Revolution, that's all right. Because we could try and take Taiwan and then force Korean War. We may not be able to do that this turn, of course. I think I'm going to space De Gaulle. I mean, I kind of want to see Middle East scoring go, because if I am UN interventioning something, I then have to put D-style back in the deck. If I don't, then I'm going to have to event NASA, and me eventing NASA feels real bad. Real bad. It feels a lot less bad now. So let's go in with the space of De Gaulle. Okay, that's good, because that now means we can space Korean War. If they play into Libya to dominate, I think we just play into Lebanon to level up with one op card. We may have to get a coup off on Libya. But yeah, I am distinctly reluctant to get D-Star back in the deck here. Alright. I mean, honestly, at this stage of the game, this is fine for us. Like, the situation is a lot harder for them. We can now attempt Space Korean War. Get CVPs. We do! Well done, NASA. That's fine. We can worry about that later. That may encourage them just to take Korea, knowing they're not going to get it for cheap. And then, yeah, I think we go NASA, CIA, UN, hold D-Style. Yeah, obviously me removing stuff earlier was not very exciting. So Finland goes now. The one-op went where? Pakistan. Okay, so the issue here is, of course, we can coup by UN interventioning D-Style, but that's not very attractive. I think we just coup, right? Let's hope for a 6. No, we get a 3. And now we need to put some in Thailand. Let's hope they do not have decol. I mean, if we can fade decol as well, we're in great shape in the early war. Just weathering the storm, denying domination in the old world in the early war, denying expansion to the new world. Like, this is all good, as long as it lasts. Okay, so here come the big ops. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Can't really argue with it. So we're going to event NASA and then just coup. We're better off cooing Iraq because we can actually reduce a thing there, but that didn't work. Okay, so like, I don't know. I'm not massively happy about that, but at least the scoring cards have gone. Like, they have to come back out. And only Indo-Pakistani War now gives them an op, right? Because they used Arab Israel? Yeah. Yeah. If they contain us, they're probably going to finish taking Korea, so we can use an intervention to take Malaysia and Indonesia to level up country count in the headline, but Vietnam Revolts is still in the deck, Decol's still in the deck. Like, it's generally not spectacular. Being dealt Decol is way better for us. So Purge is still in the deck as well. So Purge, Marshall Plan are the two really exciting cards that could be dealt to us, and Decol's the one we want to see, mostly to deny them access. So we do get no. I think he's going to go to Korea. And it gets the domination. Okay, so I think what's best for us here is we take Indonesia to level up country count and take up Lebanon to use country count and hold D-style. Regrettably, we were redealt CIA. And knowing they hold Purge and Decol, it's a bit less exciting. That's a real shame for us. Yeah, them getting Purge and Marshall Plan is quite good for them. But we got Special Relationship and NATO is in effect. That might be something. But Decol and Vietnam Revolts, oof. Oh no, we got Vietnam Revolts. Okay, could be worse. Did we get... we got Comic Con, okay. So they got Olympic Games. They've got 5-year plan as well, so they can pitch a bad scoring card if one was present for them. So they've got Purge, Marshall Plan, Decol, 5-year Olympic Games. We're likely to get purged, I guess. But I think I still prefer Special Relationship to CIA, which I'm going to put back in the deck again and see if it comes back to haunt him in late war. UN intervention, Vietnam revolts, Suez. UN intervention. Yeah, I think we're going to get purged here. Nah. Okay, well, let's hope they don't have blockade, because otherwise we are toast. I mean, they should be realigning Iran this turn at +2. I think they might just jump in with a coup. Yeah. Wow, it's a big one. Well done, them. So we will take Thailand. Will we? I think actually we want to finish taking France. And then if they play Decol, we take Thailand and then force them to use the China card. But Asia's starting to slip out of reach here. If they don't fill India, we definitely want to take the 1 in 3 hit on Pakistan. But we can UN intervention Suez to protect France, Space D-style, Event Vietnam Revolts AR6. Pray we don't get blockaded. They've got Marshall Decol, 5-year plan, and 3 unknown cards. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, no surprises there, right. So we will take Thailand and force them to use the China cards. And if they use the China card on Thailand, like, you know, it's what it is. I'd much rather them do that than them take India and South Korea with it. But if they do something else, we'll definitely use CIA to protect it. Ooh, that's a nice socialist government. Okay, so we will take West Germany. Got to act on that first. Or if they hit us with a blockade, that's going to look really dumb. Lots to think about. So they've got Marshall Plan, 5-year plan, 2 unknown cards. Ooh, yes, that's very nice. Okay. I'm not going to be able to defend that, I don't think, under Purge. So let's go for Pakistan. Let's see if we can flip and cause trouble here. We cannot. Okay, now I'm in a lot of trouble. I do at least have a very generous points buffer. Marshal to space makes a lot of sense. But I'm headline peaking. What are you finishing with? Oh boy. Nice play. So Vietnam revolts, and we put 1 in West Germany to avoid panic. Well, Purge Blockade is the dream. Well done, them. Can't argue with that. They're holding 5-year plan. I mean, Voice America or Emitter are probably best plays here. Duck and Cover's an option, but obviously risks DEFCON suicide. We do have the luxury of seeing the headline, of course, so we could duck and cover. Panama defectors, Allende. Or we can strictly simply defect, although that gives them a coup. Okay, Arab-Israeli war is pretty bland. So what do we like? We can VOA, we can DNC. Think duck and cover's just good here, right? Because then we can follow it up by... Although, by doing that, we give up a lot of Europe. Right, so it's emit to look at scoring cards. Duck and cover to drop DEFCON. Or VOA. Ooh. Not being dealt 4-up cards makes this all very difficult. Let's duck and cover. Let's get 3 Milops. 3 VP, sorry. Because we're not going to get Milops anyway. We'll try and space to Gaul. Try and retake Germany and or France. It's all looking kind of not great. But we can Panama into South America. At least thanks to NATO, like, brush wars out. All right. Yeah. Okay. We'll put 2 into West Germany for now. Let's hope they don't have Europe scoring, but let's work on the basis that we don't want a De Gaulle. Cube missile crisis in one small step. At least they can't brush war Italy, right? Europe control is not on the cards. Okay. We'll cover Europe for now. I don't know. I don't know if I'm baiting him correctly into giving up the China card. At some points, I'm just going to have to put one in Thailand. Okay, so is it VOA time? Okay, that'll do. Because the thing about Panama Canal returned is, if we remove them from Panama and then do Panama Canal return, Costa Rica's a coup target with Che and others. That wasn't great, but I mean, yeah, neutralized their 4-up card, but it didn't do a lot more than that. But if we event Panama Canal returned, we can use John Paul for ops to take Venezuela and move into Brazil, but we kind of want to event emit and space de Gaulle. So that sets Brazil up as a coup target. I mean, they're really repping like they've got Asia scoring. But now Sadat flips Middle East. I'll make him have it. If they don't drop it, I'm definitely eventing emit, because if we can pitch Europe and Asia scoring, we are in great shape. All right, let's see what we got. They've still got. Oh, he's got it. Well done, him. All right, well, there we go. That is life. We will play into Brazil as well. So we'll be looking to space to goal, event emit, hope for the best. Spacing grain sales is very sensible. So we will respond in kind. And NASA finally let us down. AR6, 5-year plan OAS? 5-year plan summit? 5-year plan kitchen? Or hold 5-year plan and look to cause trouble? Oh, Muslim revolution is a lot of trouble. Alright, we will event emit. See what we can get out the deck. So brush. Chain missile envy, I think. They're all going to cause as much trouble as I gain from it. Missile envy, brush, Che. So, oh boy, this is well. We can pitch Europe scoring. That's nice, and lone gunman. So that's a great little ask not. But in the headline, it's probably Sadat because that swings domination in the Middle East. Oh, we've got headline peaking. So actually, we can just ask not if we need to. So lone gunman, Europe, and we'll pitch. Oh, South America's good for us at the moment, isn't it? For now. But yeah, pitching Europe, OPEC, lone gunman, and Allende at the very least is quite good. Without knowing where Hunter is, doing silly stuff with South America, like trying to. Oh, so he does do Middle East, so that's great. So that is absolutely our headline here because that denies domination. Yeah. And now we have to hope they miss the coup on Venezuela or Brazil. Here it comes. That's good for us. So we just take the 3VP, right? I think we do. I think we're okay just bagging 6VP. 3VP, sorry. That was U2. AR7 Bear Trap looks quite nice. It's always Salt VOA, but that raises DEFCON prodigiously. I think I'm gonna ask not like if they don't do a tempo play, I think we just. Although I suppose we can take Panama. And OPEC is only worth 2VP, which as an OPEC goes is not huge. But at some point we have to pitch Arsenal. Like we do want to get Lone Gunman and. Okay. We will finish putting one in West Germany. Let's see if they have Africa scoring. We've now got a coup target, which is good. That's Portuguese Empire. Okay, that can't be helped either. Let's take Mexico before Liberation Theology gives up 10 VP. Let's put one back in the UK ahead of Special Relationship and give up 2 VP here. I think ask not, and then coup Southeast African states for our Milops. Deny the domination, but if they play into Sahara and Cameroon, we're going to get dominated anyway. The board is very red, to my chagrin. That's just a VP, which is fine, really. Puts me back where we were a second ago. So I think I'll event ask not now. Pitch Europe. Pitch Lone Gunman. Pitch Allende. Hold Bear Trap. Well, at least we got dealt Central America scoring, eh? Whew. Europe scoring. Lone Gunman. Allende gone. Libthy. CRG's great here. With CRG, I think I'd go Angola, Nigeria, Zaire, and Laos. But first we'll ditch Central America, and now I'm looking to give up Milops, but AR7 bear trap them. With grain and VOA gone, bear trap's slightly more attractive. Nixon, nuclear subs, puppet governments. None of these set his world on fire. Okay, so Colonial Rearguards now goes into Thailand, Algeria, Nigeria, Zaire. Three, 5, 36 discarded? No, I'm way behind. 3, 6, yeah, way behind. How many removed? 22? 21. Okay, well, got that wrong. Age of scoring belongs in. And then what's been played? So he's still holding 5-year plan. So we're not getting quagmired. That's good news. We drop Central America scoring before it gets any worse, and we finish with Bear Trap. Oh, this game had a nice points buffer, which has pretty much all been used up. Okay, and what's he pitching? Southeast Asia. Very neat. Very neat. All right, we'll finish by venting Bear Trap. And the scoreline goes red. Embarrassing. But we got ABM treaty, which is nice. Right. We will bury you. Well, there's no way to drop DEFCON below that. So what's the most attractive headline option? If we ABM, we can coup Angola, but that doesn't, it just gives Nigeria a free flip. But I mean, Africa's the place to fight, right? It's the last scoring card. So is nuclear subs the play? Probably is, right? Right. Nuclear subs may be it. Oh, and they're bear trapped, aren't they? God, it's a good thing I remembered. So actually we've got, yeah, we can coup Angola and then shore up Nigeria before they do anything. So it is ABM treaty. Or it's nuclear sub now. ABM treaty, fix it, and then we can always do stuff later, yeah. So coup Angola, because we can't realign Botswana and then shore up Nigeria, yeah. Let's be risk averse. Shay's in the discard pile. That's been played, that's been played. That's been played, that's been played. So I'm just catching up on puppet governments and straight out. Well done. And we've got nuke subs, OAS, Brezhnev. Nuclear test ban is nice. Shush diplomacy is probably just ops at this point. I'll take a closer look. Latin American death squads in the EEU. Asia, Europe, Middle East all gone. Union intervention went at 10-3. Olympic Games and Purge have gone. Decall is gone. Israel, but not Cambridge 5. So NORAD's still in the deck. And special relationship. Oh, Hunter's still in the deck. Problematic. Kitchen X and lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 12 unknown cards. There should be 5, 3 in the draw pile. So there's still a couple. Is Summit gone? No. Oh well. enough thinking on my part. So I need to think about this. I need to show up Nigeria and play into the Ivory Coast. Yep, that's step one. Yeah. And then I can nuclear subs, potentially. Although I expect them if I do that just to cause trouble in other places. How I learned? How I learned? Years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 unknown cards, 7 of which are his. So there's another card in the discard or remove that I've missed. South African Unrest is right there. Okay, so we can just use lads to recover that. We could flip Zaire with a 4-up card, but that doesn't get us domination. Yeah, that seemed like a big gamble. So we'll flip Zaire. And if they've got Africa scoring, they're going to drop it now. Because we're a coup away from dominating Africa. Shutter Diplomacy is probably an event because without the China card, if we play into Taiwan, yeah, there we go. We level up Asia. So I think actually Shutter Diplomacy is an event here. So we will take active Formosa, event Shuttle Dip, event OAS, Brezhnev AR7 for shenanigans. With the reshuffle going into Brazil before Hunter's probably a good move. Ah, boo! Okay, so OAS2 Argentina. Event Shuttle Dip. Brezhnev. Take Chile, maybe? I don't know. Europe's still a problem as well. Spacing Nixon mostly to avoid peaking is a success. Well done, then. We will event Shuttle Dip. Tries for a Millop. Wow. Bully for you, mate. Let's make them presenceless in South America. Score line even. Exciting. So, we got kitchen debates. I think they've got special relationship and NORAD. Under Alliance for Progress and Yasuri? I don't know where all those went. So anyway, let's put those to one side. Reshuffle. Shuttle Diplomacy is active. Got Europe. That's a shame. But we can purge them. Duck and cover's good for us. Denies a coup. Nixon steals the China card. Lib, kitchen, nuclear test ban. Duck and cover. Quagmire Nixon. John Paul. Purge. Europe scoring. And they've got any of Special Ship NORAD Alliance for Progress in Usuri. I think just duck and cover's fine here. Is there an advantage to purging them? We'd lose Africa and they'd get a coup possibly on Mexico or something like that. I think it's probably just not worth it. I mean, we may be able to race them on country count in Europe as well. Germany, Portugal, Greece, Turkey. So let's duck and cover and use purge for ops. And we're going to try and space Quagmire before they space something. Missile envy. Fascinating. We'll raise DEFCON. We're not going to purge ourselves. So we're both going to get a coup. Although, of course, he can coup in Asia, which is pretty sweet for him. I'm most attracted to cooing Libya, I think. If I've got to coup with Missile Envy, it might as well be a two-stab battleground. So Alliance for Progress is currently 3 VP. That's probably too many for them. They don't want to use the Usuri to give up the China card. So they may just coup Thailand with the China card. Or they might coup with the Usuri knowing they have to give up the China card. Or they may coup somewhere else entirely. That covers all the bases. Alright, now they're giving up some VPs. But one less than they hoped to give up. Alright, so now the Con Brazil is the most attractive because it may deny adjacency. So let's do that. We're looking for a 4 or higher. Be lucky. That is not being lucky. So they've got Usuri, NORAD, and Special Relationship, unless I was very much mistaken. And I could be. So giving up the China card. That's sensible. We can take the China card back, so I think now we try and level up in Europe. Oh boy. I mean, being able to dodge Europe domination here would be massive. So, probably nakedly transparent though. Yes. So now we use kitchen debates to take Germany. So, okay, they're going for it. I mean, in a way, I'm glad that I didn't get humped in the Middle East again, although it's going to cost me 5 VP. So now the best thing to do probably is jam with the China card at the end of the turn. So let's Space Quagmire. We get the 3 VP. That's real nice. That's pretty hot. Because if we're lucky and they don't hold a 3-op card to AR7, jamming France with the China card doesn't feel bad, knowing we can get it back. So AR5, AR5. We're gonna use John Paul to take Chile to level up there. I think I'm accepting that Europe's not going to be that easy to flip. AR6 jam France, AR7 hope they don't have enough ops to unjam it. Although they only need 2 ops to take West Germany. I think. Oh boy. Alright. That could have gone worse. Alright, I think maybe we're just holding the China card, aren't we? So we give them the 5 VP. Yeah, because if they tap. If they've got special relationship and they tap anywhere, they still dominate. Sorry, tap West Germany. Yeah. We're going to give them Europe. 5 VP's annoying, but that's life. Oh, hello. Well, then we'll definitely take it back. No, you don't. Alright, we're into late war. And we got defectors, we got VOA, we got EEU, which is nice in late war. We can defect whatever headline they've got and see if we can come hard at them. VOA is going to make a big difference as well. Special relationship is in our hand, so it just shows how bad I tracked it. Libc decall, VOA and special relationship. Defectors and Che. Thatcher the Betrayer. EEU. That's 8 cards. Puppet. Puppet Governments offers the realigning Cuba with Nicaragua and Haiti. I can get back into Iran with it, but I want to do it after AR1. So I think we probably are defecting whatever headline they're chucking at us. And then seeing what the AR1 coup looks like, yeah? And if we space Che, we can discard a held card, which is nice too. So in with defectors. Okay, good. No looking. Che currently has 0 targets, right? That's good news. That's even better news. Oh, grain and tear down this wall, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they left with grain sales if they space tear down this wall. That's an awful hand for late war, but good for us. Right, let's plug in their entire hand so I don't make any mistakes. Middle East and South America scoring. There's an opportunity for us to cause some havoc there. Grain sales and tear down this wall are their suicide cards, so they need to watch out for those. An Evil Empire gives us a VP. Allende is annoying for us, but we can handle it. And Reagan bombs Libya currently gets us a VP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we get R1 op. Coup on Zaire? Be lucky. Oh yeah, that's lucky. So their best play is realign Nigeria, +1. We probably won't play Iron Lady at this point. Good influence. This is good for us. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so first up should have nowhere to coup. Let's have a look. Not in Africa, not in South America. Oh yeah, Costa Rica. Probably still playable. Yes. All right, so they've got Allende, Evil Empire, and Reagan. 6 ops. If we clear them out of Venezuela and Brazil, so if we go to Venezuela, to Brazil, they can go back to 2-1, but then we can take Brazil. Oh, yeah, I want to event East European unrest, really, don't I? Right, let's start by Voice of America in Brazil and Venezuela. That's fine. Let's put maximum pressure, because now he can't comfortably do stuff in the Middle East without potentially suffering in South America. Gets us a VP. Yep, so now we can take Brazil. He can coup Costa Rica to his heart's content. If they take Iran and Saudi, we take India. India, Israel. Oh, God. Asleep at the switch. Okay, great. So yeah, I do want to be doing special relationship into France and East European unrest, stripping Czech, Romania, Yugoslavia. This is fine. So Iron Lady, because we're not Thatcher the Betrayering. And now we dominate South America. If they coup Colombia, we can just play 2 Uruguay. Like, we don't have to be greedy. Yep, so now we do 2 Uruguay. So that's good for us. Where's tear down this wall gone? My card tracker. Well, he's going to play in a sec, right? So next thing we do is use East European arrest to take Israel, because now we dominate the Middle East. Because now he has to play Middle East scoring for domination for us as well. So, you know, this is all good. And now we event special relationship into France. And finish with the China card? There's no way for them to take the China card. I might, well, yeah, I mean, it flips Europe, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. I mean, it makes Asia much worse, but... Well, we got terrorism, which is great. Star Wars isn't playable right now, but if they do something to ditch war games... So he's still holding grain sales, but he's not able to space it. So terrorism is a good headline. How I learned is probably even better. No. Terrorism is good. Terrorism is good. Because even if they get a coup, yeah. Shame I gave him the China cards. But we now have a points buffer that is more generous. So Star Wars is gone. Not that I was able to Star Wars anyway. Man, Latin American debt crisis is bad for us as well. There's a lot of rough cards in this hand. The game is not over yet. I mean, that's good for us. Ooh, it's a huge coup. But we have Glasnost, and by goodness, we'll use it. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, kapow. I was thinking about Panama, but I don't know. I don't know. AWACS. Muslim Rev's gone, but that gives us access to Saudi. If we can take it, that puts us in good shape. I may try and hold Latin American debt crisis and repair decol, he says. I mean, Asia's already knackered. So take Saudi, coup Cameroon, repair decol, repair liberation theology, hold Latin American debt crisis. Korean War is not what I'd call a clean op, but at the same time, I'm going to run with it. I mean, if we're lucky, they've got Cal and 5-year plan, and they're stuffed. But at this point, just making it to the end of the game is good enough for me. Yep, now is the time. Well done. 1. 1 is not 2. So we will coup Cameroon and make them use the 3-up card. And they don't have 1. That's good for us. So now we coup the other side. Oof. Got our +1 on Algeria now. That's very good. Removing Saudi probably would have been better. Got to be lucky here. Oh, well done them. This is still going to be a very close game in final scoring, I fear. And I think we are going to get there. So a lot of scoring cards in the deck to swing things as well. A turn 10 war games would settle my stomach. Well, now Thatcher the Betrayer would have been nice, eh? But that's my own fault as well. Oh yeah, I'm not holding Latin American debt crisis because of Aldrich, the Doi. So South America is soon to be knackered as well. I'm fine with making him use the China card to take France. We'll have a chance in turn 10 to disrupt that. Okay, I called for it. The now Latin American debt crisis. And then repair Brazil. That was a good Aldrich. My hand didn't look too bad until he stole Star Wars. Yeah. So take Brazil, obviously. He doesn't have, I'm sure he doesn't have 4 ops to sink into Chile just yet. So 6, 11, 13. It's going to be bloody close. Plus Asia, Africa, Central America, and Southeast Asia scoring are still in the draw pile. So this is tight. So he's got grain sales and one other card. 5-year plan can still shorten a hand, but all the other hand shorteners are gone. Salt's back in the deck, so a VOA Salt VOA turn 10 would be a delight. Wouldn't say no to that. Oh boy, rough lead in. So in turn 10, I'm going to be dominated in Asia, Europe, and Central America. Oh, he had salt. Going for it, going for it. Well, okay. Gonna have to just repair Mexico here. It's going to be a tough turn 10. We got War Games, and we got Hunter. So can we dodge a scoring card is the question. Because if we can steal a win. So Africa's 1 VP for us. Central America we can deny. OPEC's worth 4 VP. Yeah, Suez is not a major concern right now. To Cuba, coup Panama. Big coup, please. Nice. No OPEC. That's the game. Dodged a bullet with the chess game. Oh well, I'll take it. I'll always take it. But that was one that doesn't feel like I fully deserved. But that is the way it goes. Come back tomorrow and we'll see if I can be put right. So similar time tomorrow. Thanks those who watch on YouTube. Always welcome comments. Point out the dumbest stuff I've done. And I will see you tomorrow. But thanks for coming along. Have a good evening and goodbye for now.